What's up, y'all? I've decided to get out of the four walls of the dwelling and regain a little of my sanity by checking out the mountain action here. I am currently west of Las Vegas in the foothills. No, I'm not. I'm not hunkered down. So this is what it is. Anyways, so I'm just jumping on here. I'm sure the lighting's poor and the wind's going, but I got my little fuzzy dead cat mic on, so hopefully it's not too bad. Anyway, I was just up here walking around, getting a little stir crazy, and decided let me get on out a little bit. So this is a look of the western foothills outside of Vegas. If you're not familiar with Vegas, that's the strip down there. Ain't nothing going on other than security and police, and then the rest of it's just regular folks doing their thing and trying to survive. So I come out here and I was like, hey man, I got to get out and out. So I was driving around. Vegas is still pretty active. There's folks, out. They're keeping their distance and stuff. There's definitely a weird vibe going on, but people are still getting out and exercising to some degree. One of the two you're going to keep cooped up. So you're going to have to send the paddy wagon to slow this cat down. Oh, what was that? I saw a comment come through when I was rambling. Do you live out here too? Yeah. Yeah, I live out here. I don't know, how do I comment through this thing? I guess you're on there so you can hear me. But yes, I do live out here currently. But that is going to change within the next couple months. I am heading back home to the East Coast, either to Pound in South Carolina, which is 22 acres of sheer get away from me, or possibly Florida. Not quite sure. But anyway, so this is it crosses the 215. Then you run into these foothills, and this is a nice little place to kind of get away. The area down there where that light is, that's the restrooms, which is weird because those restrooms are actually open. That's the first restaurant. Hopefully you ain't eating in there. There's a woo. Hopefully you're not. Anyways, that is the first restroom I've seen at a park in Las Vegas that is open and actually you can use. I'm not really worried about that. I'm a dude, so bathrooms are not. It is what it is. So basically, yeah, I'm just out hiking on this little trail. This is an equestrian park down here is what I was getting at. It's hard to see because the light's bad. Oops. But there's a equestrian park right down there. And look, y'all, when you grow up in a small town and you grow up in the country, cities aren't your natural habitat anyway. And when you got somebody telling you can't do something like go exercise or go shoot or go hike, that's a real tough sell. So anyway, that's why I'm out here just kind of walking around, and you can only do that quarantine crap so long. I'm sure that's going to PO a bunch of people, but I'm not really concerned because I'm not one of them dudes that bow the knee to a government. But that's just the liberty that cruises through my blood. I don't get political on this channel, but things are, it's a good option to vent. So anyway, anybody got any questions? This ain't gonna be an exciting one, and I probably ain't keeping this one up because there really ain't no content to it. It's just the lights of Vegas, and some pretty decent silhouette action there. Who else we got up in here? Let's see, 3 people. Let your light shine. I agree. Cool. Yeah, we're probably on the same page, I would imagine. Anyway, so that's it. I mean, we're being told a lot of stuff on the news, and I'm not the type of dude you can sell stuff to very easily. So I always keep my eyeballs in all directions. And that's one of the reasons why I'm cutting out of Vegas, because there's 4 highways coming in for the most part. Vegas is an island. In order to get stuff in or to get out, you got to exit through Utah or California or Arizona across the Hoover Dam. So anyway, who knows where things are going or what's going to happen. But 22 acres and a whole bunch of family sounds like a good opportunity to get out of here, go hang out with family, and then we'll see how things go. Hopefully they'll get this stuff figured out. It's a little frustrating, but I think taking the time to get out of the house, I don't know where you're living at, but so I know some folks, friends of mine and family members live in certain cities around the country or close to them, and they're on like straight up, like neighbors are ratting on neighbors that dude sneezed and this dude's walking his dog. That's stupid. I just say, hey man, get outside, at least go outside, walk, sit in your backyard. If you happen to be somebody who lives in an area where you got some land, well, you're already doing that. Take your mind off, shoot your TV, because then you won't be able to watch Tiger Man, or what's it called? Tiger King. Tiger King. Thanks to Matt and Shannon from the Duo Finds, and my son. I ended up watching the first, I think, episode and a half of that show last night. Man, that show, that dude is giving Florida man a run for his money. I mean, if you've seen the show, you already know what's going on in dude's life now. But if you haven't, no spoilers. But dude is straight up nuts. Everybody on the show is nuts. Like, there's levels of nuts that I never seen before, outside of when I was a kid living in Florida. Pretty sure I had a neighbor that was the Tiger King, but he had a fan boat, and he would take us out on the fan boat and like get jamming, and then you're cruising across the glades, and all of a sudden dude's all like whoosh. Now I'm 12 years old, and I'm pretty sure I had my first heart attack at age 12 because of that dude. I don't know if that's it is after dusk, so I'm wondering if that's like law enforcement or a park ranger or something. Let me get on over here in case I don't want to get no tickets or have my vehicle towed. Oh, no, I guess not. They bounced. So anyways, yeah, oh boy, when I lived in Miramar, Florida, which is down near kind of like Fort Lauderdale area, Pembroke Pines, and a lot of dudes had fan boats. I remember dudes used to race them. They would literally race these things down the street or on the country roads, and then they would zip them across people's lawns as a kid growing up. Evel Knievel and Burt Reynolds with Smokey and the Bandit, Dukes of Hazzard, all that. To see a dude jump stuff with a fan boat was absolutely outstanding. Matter of fact, with all this downtime, I'm thinking we're going to see a couple things come out of this old downturn we're in with people staying home. See, a lot of places I've been to, I know it's hard to see, a lot of places I've been to, they have like the caution tape around the benches and stuff. Who knows, maybe they had it and they tore it off, but Vegas is kind of like an anomaly, man. It's like reality. See, here's where you tie up your ponies. I know that I didn't put my light on here, but anyway, that's where you tie up your ponies and stuff on the stick here. But What was I rambling about? Smoking Bandit, Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, yeah. Some of the stuff that will come out of all of this. What I'm thinking is you're going to have an increase of babies, which is kind of normal coming out of winter anyway. But you probably see a jump in that. You're going to see a jump in beverage consumption. I think that's already up 53%. Gun sales are up like 300%, which I'm cool with. I just wish I was part of the 300%, but Fundage says you ain't right now, so I ain't. But the cool thing I'm looking forward to is the inventions. Like there are guys and gals in their garage, in their basements, in their houses right now, and they are inventing the next wave of stuff that's going to make life easier, the next wave of stuff that's going to save people or help save people. It's going to be pretty cool what comes out of it. Yeah, you can look at all the negative and all the whatever, and in my opinion, a major devaluing of currency, but there's going to be good stuff too. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And you're also going to see really bad haircuts, because right now somebody's putting a bowl around a kid's head. Some dude is cutting him a Joe Exotic, and Claudette is over there doing them straight bangs that are going to look like a hair diving board coming off her forehead. It's going to look like bad fringe. That's another boomer generation. I was wondering about that. Greetings from South Carolina. What's up, Pat Jackson? What's the I don't really know the whole generation things, like boomers and this ones and that ones. I never really paid any attention to that. What does that comment mean? I really don't understand it. See if I can scroll back. Another boomer generation. I was wondering about that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Anyways, so yeah, you're gonna see crazy stuff come out of this and super cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to the super cool stuff, because they're saying that necessity is the mother of all invention, which is true. Because when people get in the pinch, man, like I say, I worked on a dairy farm and did a lot of odd jobs, and I had a couple real tax-paying jobs, which I didn't really care for, but I'd rather work with my hands. But you're going to see a lot of people shift into different careers and create new businesses, and you may see a lot of people being in a position now to be able to work from home, which would be really cool, especially if you got kids and stuff and the expensive daycare. Back years ago, all the soldiers came home from THD. What's THD? I'm not familiar with acronyms. I'm the least tech dude on Instagram, probably. Like all the acronyms, I don't know what half of them mean. The war and babies were born. Oh yeah, I got it now. My synapses are crackling. The boomer generation, yeah, baby booming, for real. Yeah, pretty much. So I'm looking forward to the cool stuff that comes out of it, the inventions. I mean, it's no secret that Redneck Nation builds cool stuff. They get a bad name. A lot of people dig on us and them, but I tell you what, you want stuff fixed, you call up that redneck in your neighborhood, and he's going to fix it. It might be with duct tape and zip ties, but it'll get you down the road. That's true. I just wanted to chime on in here, see how y'all are doing. Hopefully you're doing well. There's the silhouette of the Xterra there. I picked up these kayak racks. I tell you what, if you're looking for stuff right now, because it's the way it goes, people hurt for money and they sell stuff. But I scored them kayak racks for like $40 brand new, and a snowboard carrier. And I don't even snowboard, so I'm going to just get rid of that to somebody who needs it or wants it. As we head into summer, I'm sure it'll be a hot commodity. But anyway, so now I got a deal. I can put my kayak on, because if I drive this to Carolinas, I want to be able to have my yak with me, because I ain't. Oops, we got straight up death light. I ain't going without my kayak. But I don't know, has anyone traveled state to state other than your closest state? Have you traveled across the country recently? Have you flown? Have you heard I heard Georgia and was it Georgia and Florida line? Georgia Florida line. They Florida Georgia line, not the band, but the state line. That they were kind of like hesitant to let folks go back and forth because anytime you have a state line, you got a lot of people working there. Like here, Vegas in California, you actually have Vegas people that work in California, which is weird because there's a lot of jobs here. But anyway, so I hadn't heard anything about that happening out west. But I have heard about things like that happening back east. So hopefully you're able to freely travel and do your thing and get your stuff, and it's not too crazy. I have seen a lot of people wearing masks, and then they like touch door handles. So it's like, if you're going to commit, bro, just commit and do it all the right way. Or you pull the mask down and talk on the cell phone, and then put the mask back up. Like, I don't think that's doing what you think it's doing. Anyways, I'm going to bounce. See y'all. Be safe. Stay alert. And I'll check you out maybe on another live stream sometime during the week when it's daylight and we can actually see something other than the silhouette of Vegas. I'll check you later.